Welcome back to the channel, guys. First of all, I do apologize. I still haven't been able to track down the leak that actually had all the games that might make it into BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle, but I do remember the most prominent games on that list, so I will break them down for you here. Now, before I begin, I must say that all the games are connected to ARC properties or companies they've done business with before, so do not expect anything truly left of field. I can't explain what the colors are and why the leaks might make some type of sense. So first of all, we have ARCANA Hearts, which was one of the games that was in the leak. But of course, as we saw this get announced at EVO Japan, we don't have to worry about whether or not this one was a leak or a rumor, as it was confirmed. Now, I played this game back when it was on the Vita, but I didn't invest too much into it, so I don't really have any feelings, positive or negative. This is an art game, so this one does of course make a lot of sense, given they do own the rights to the characters and can do with them what they please. My only problem with ARCANA Card's characters, honestly, is they don't mesh well with the visual style of the rest of the cast, but that's neither here nor there, especially when the Ruby's cast members were built from the ground up. So moving on to the next series that was in the leak, the Dengeki Climax series, which, given the white and light blue square we were shown, does make a lot of sense here. Now, Dengeki is a French bread owned company, which, for those of you who are not aware, they own the rights to the Undernight characters. So it would make a little bit of sense for them to actually be here. But of course, they have done business with ARC before, so I don't see there being much of a problem. Unlike the people who wanted Melty Blood playable, there's not a lot of red tape in the way of acquiring Dengeki characters. Speaking of Dengeki characters, a lot of them are light novel characters that you might notice from a lot of your favorite manga. So characters such as Kirito, Asuna, or Shana may actually become playable. Which means for the people who are out there making the Kirito and tag memes, may want to beware because they may just be jinxing themselves. The third game was Aquapazza, if that's how you pronounce it, a game I have literally no information on because I have not played it yet. Now this one is rather out there because I've never played this game, so I have no true comment on this one. So I'll move right on along. The last one is, of course, the SENRAN KAGURA franchise, which was from the data mine, which is the reason why we believed the leak to begin with, which is why we kind of took it a little bit seriously, because when the data mine took place that actually says SENRAN was going to be playable, and then the leak came out with SENRAN being on that list, it made the leak seem believable. Now, out of all of these, I would believe if Dengeki was to be the next game revealed. After all, these are leaks, so I would strongly advise you to take everything with a grain of salt. Now, let me give my 2 cents on these leaks as a whole. Some of them I just don't buy. That's why I didn't dive into them strongly before when I mentioned them in a previous video. The only one that makes any sense to me, honestly, is the Dengeki one. Now, another thing to consider is, what if Persona Arena and Ultimax are going to be separated? Now, hear me out before you click off the video. Now, every character from Persona Arena is playable minus Elizabeth and Shadow Labrys. Now, Shadow Labrys I don't think can be playable because her persona in Persona Arena is constantly on screen and existed at all times, meaning that persona breaking her throughout the game is extremely easy. Meaning breaking her in tag and costing her a lot of health would be too easy and it would just be worthless. So axe her right on out. And Elizabeth hopefully is somewhere sometime soon because they did reveal Teddy, which was probably the second to last character if Elizabeth does make it in. And again, Shadow Labrys can't really make it in, but Labrys is already playable, so they may not put Shadow Labrys in for that exact reason. Now, if I'm right, that would mean that we would get all the characters from Ultimax, which would be about 8 to 9 characters total if we count Sho's 2 forms, but if they do Sho's 2 forms the same way they do Shadow Labrys, he may only get 1. Also should be noted that Persona Ultimax does have the light or white blue colors in its title, so it's very possible that this might be their strategy. So that's my opinion on the leak in a nutshell and what I think the 6th fate might be. What are your thoughts on it? Let me know in the comments below.